What's up, cool people? Welcome to another Study Stream Saturday. How we all doing? It is the weekend after Thanksgiving, and yeah. The holidays are in full swing, if my work is any indication. It's been busy. Like, even today, the day after Black Friday, it's still a bit on the busy side. Definitely not as crazy as yesterday was. But, man. There are certain items that have been just going out the door so much in the past couple of days. But anyway, yeah, so I was looking ahead at some of the Bible study chapters, and it looked like there's a little bit of room for, maybe doing a bit more than two chapters. The third possible, or the possible, the possible third chapter is a bit longer than the other two, but the second one I'm probably going to go through rather quickly. So, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But after all that's said and done, we'll get to more Sonic Frontiers, the kind of recent update, news story type stuff, which seems like it'll mostly mean more climbing of towers and having to repeat a lot of things therein. But, I don't know. It's enough speculation. We'll have to wait and see on that. So, it is about time for me to get ready for the Bible study. Let me just pop out the Twitch chat here so I can see that while I am doing Bible study stuff. And I might, just in case, also see if I could pop out the activity feed. Just leave, one line of that that's visible. Well, maybe two lines. Okay. Anyway. Alright. Just about done moving things around on my screen here. Sorry. Alright. Now I think I'm officially ready to move to Bible study stuff. So, yeah. Chapter 11's not too long. 12 has, a ton of names in a list, which is why I don't think that'll take too long. But yeah, 13's the one that I'm, not as sure of. But whatever, let's just get rolling with it, and we'll see how things go. Alrighty. So, we are looking at Joshua chapter 11. The Israelites actually just got done defeating the southern armies because of the whole thing with the Gibeonites being allies. Kind of. They made an agreement, and basically, because of that, Israel was sort of obligated to help protect the Gibeonites. So, with the other kingdoms of the south attacking Gibeon, Israel mounted a counterattack and basically just rode that momentum all the way through, wiping out the entirety of the southern armies. And now it seems like we're moving to the northern armies in chapter 11 here. So here we go. Oh, hey. Hello, Al. Yeah, you did not miss much. I'm just now actually gonna start getting into reading the chapters. So, yeah. Southern kingdoms have pretty much been conquered, and we're moving on from there. So here we go. Joshua chapter 11. And forgive me if I butcher any of these names, but whatever. When King Jabin of Hazor heard what had happened, he sent messages to the following kings: King Jobab of Madon, the king of Shimron, the king of Akshaph, all the kings of the northern hill country, the kings in the Jordan Valley south of Galilee, the kings in the Galilean foothills, the kings of Naphoth Dor on the west, the kings of Canaan, both east and west, the kings of the Amorites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites in the hill country, and the Hivites in the towns on the slopes of Mount Hermon in the land of Mizpah. So, that sounds like a lot of kings getting involved there, just saying. And they're all probably going to try and fight against the Israelites here. Let me just look at the footnotes here. Hebrew, rather than says in the Jordan Valley south of Galilee, Hebrew says in the Arabah south of Kinnereth. So Kinnereth would have been the other name for Galilee, I guess. And it's starting to look like Arabah, given the multiple times that it's come up. Arabah just is kind of loosely translated valley. But anyway. And then Galilean foothills. Okay, Hebrew says the Shephelah instead of the foothills there. And with that being capitalized, I assume that's a replacement for specifically the Galilean foothills. Or maybe not. Maybe it should be read as like the Galilean Shephelah. But to my knowledge, the Shephelah was just one place. It wasn't like... It wasn't one of those things like we've seen with the term Arabah, where it's pretty much translated as a more general word. Shephelah, to my understanding, still seems to be like an actual proper noun with no like multi-use translation for multiple places. But I could be wrong on that. That's just my understanding thus far. I don't know. If we see it again later, maybe we'll know. Especially if it mentions different foothills. Anywho. So yeah, lots of kings. Well, they haven't necessarily united as of yet. But King Jabin is sending messages to these kings. Presumably with the idea of getting them to work together. But anyway, verse 4. All these kings came out to fight. Their combined armies formed a vast horde, and with all their horses and chariots, they covered the landscape like the sand on the seashore. The kings joined forces and established their camp around the water near Merom to fight against Israel. Then the Lord said to Joshua, "Do not be afraid of them. By this time tomorrow I will hand all of them over to Israel as dead men. Then you must cripple their horses and burn their chariots." Okay. So, yes, they are all coming out to fight against Israel. And God says, don't be afraid, though, that they're going to be victorious. So, no in between things going poorly this time around, like there was in between Jericho and Ai. I guess they're, riding high, figuratively speaking, on the momentum from other recent victories in the southern kingdoms. But anyway. Alright. Verse 7. Sorry, hold on. My brain just hears Erba from Final Fantasy 3. No, not quite. Erba. Not Erba. Anyway, okay. Verse 7. So Joshua and all his fighting men traveled to the water near Merom and attacked suddenly. And the Lord gave them victory over their enemies. The Israelites chased them as far as Greater Sidon and Mizrephoth Maim. Maim? I don't know. Mizrephoth Maim, sure. And eastward into the valley of Mizpah, until not one enemy warrior was left alive. Then Joshua crippled the horses and burned all the chariots as the Lord had instructed. Joshua then turned back and captured Hazor and killed its king. Hazor had at one time been the capital of all these kingdoms. The Israelites completely destroyed every living thing in the city, leaving no survivors. Not a single person was spared. And then Joshua burned the city. Okay, so the opposing armies had camped near Merom, but then Joshua and his men went there and just kind of launched a surprise attack. And then they were victorious. It's not going into great detail as of yet of how they were victorious. It's not giving us like the battle strategy like it did with them going up against... Shoot, there was the one kingdom in particular that was mentioned in, I guess it was chapter 10. But anyway, there was, you know what, let me just go back and take a look at that real quick. Was that... I don't know. I'm trying to skim through this and I'm not exactly seeing it. Maybe that was Makeda? Maybe that was the kingdom that was... Like, they launched the kind of, like... Oh, wait, no. I think that was actually when they fought against Ai, where they had, like, the main group come out to fight, but then run away, and then, like, a smaller subset snuck into the town, burned it, and basically then they had, like, a pincer attack on the armies. Anyway, we're not getting details like that as to their strategy or, you know, how exactly they fought all these armies. It just says the Lord gave them victory. But then chasing ensues, just to try and make sure they're not leaving the opposing armies alive. And then, in fact, they specifically go to Hazor, which was the town that King Jabin, you know, lived in and ruled over, the one who had sent messages to all the other kings. They specifically went after him and destroyed the city, burned it all. And yeah. So then we get to verse 12. Joshua slaughtered all the other kings and their people, completely destroying them, just as Moses, the servant of the Lord, had commanded. But the Israelites did not burn any of the towns built on mounds except Hazor, which Joshua burned. And the Israelites took all the plunder and livestock of the ravaged towns for themselves, but they killed all the people, leaving no survivors. As the Lord had commanded his servant Moses, so Moses commanded Joshua, and Joshua did as he was told, carefully obeying all the commands that the Lord had given Moses. I assume that is just in reference to, what things they would have kept, what they would have destroyed, and definitely it sounds like the commands regarding not leaving the people alive were followed quite thoroughly in the midst of all this. I just realized I don't think I read that footnote. There's that Hebrew term meaning consecration of things to the Lord by destroying or giving as an offering. But either way, none of it is left as it was before by a long shot. It says they didn't burn any of the towns built on mounds except Hazor, which I assume Hazor would be singled out because of King Jabin being sort of the lead conspirator in this effort to fight against Israel. So, it says they didn't burn any of the towns. That doesn't mean that they left any of the people alive or that they didn't end up, destroying a bunch of, other things in and around those towns. Anyway, verse 16. So Joshua conquered the entire region, the hill country, the entire Negev, the whole area around the town of Goshen, the western foothills, the Jordan Valley, the mountains of Israel, and the Galilean foothills. The Israelite territory now extended all the way from Mount Halak, which leads up to Seir in the south, as far north as Baal Gad, at the foot of Mount Hermon in the valley of Lebanon. Joshua killed all the kings of those territories, waging war for a long time to accomplish this. No one in this region made peace with the Israelites except the Hivites of Gibeon. All others were defeated. All the others, whatever. For the Lord hardened their hearts and caused them to fight the Israelites, so they were completely destroyed without mercy, as the Lord had commanded Moses. And you see, if it weren't for the prior deception and basically tricking the Israelites into making a peace treaty of sorts, the Hivites of Gibeon would also have been destroyed in amongst all this, I'm sure. They might have been destroyed along with the southern kingdoms, I don't know. But, yeah. So it sounds like the vast majority, if not the entirety, of the Promised Land has now essentially been conquered. It does say they waged war for a long time to accomplish this. It doesn't really specify how long that long time was, but it definitely wasn't as seemingly quickly as maybe it was with the southern kingdoms. I don't know. Anyway, hey, Vocati Gamer, how are you? Welcome to the stream, chat, all that stuff, and thanks for the follow earlier on. Yeah. I'm in the middle of a Bible study here, looking at Joshua chapter 11. I will probably also at least look at chapter 12. But, how am I doing? I'm doing okay. Working at Walmart is definitely showing that it is the holiday season very much, and people want to, you know, buy a lot of things. Yesterday was nuts. Today wasn't as bad, but still quite busy. As far as interrupting, don't feel sorry. I'm recording this, yes, but yay for the powers of editing, I can remove all this extra conversation before I, publish the main edited down version that I want to eventually release. But yeah, so we've got basically all the northern armies conquered, it seems for sure, in amongst all this fighting. And lots of territory. I mean, all of this was taken over just in this recent set of wars, or whatever you want to call them. Footnote there at Jordan Valley. See, now that says the Shephelah, comma, the Araba in the Hebrew. So, like, I don't know. Maybe the Shephelah was something that, like, extended out sort of around multiple of these areas that are mentioned, because I think it had that footnote at the Galilean foothills before, yeah. So maybe that just sort of extended through multiple sub-regions within the Promised Land. But in any case, lots of territory conquered. Possibly the entirety of the Promised Land now. Other than, well, they still kind of took ownership of Gibeon. They just didn't fight the people there because of the agreement that was made. Anywho, let me get to verse 21 and kind of wrap up the chapter here. During this period, Joshua destroyed all the descendants of Anak, who lived in the hill country of Hebron, Debir, Anab, and the entire hill country of Judah and Israel. He killed them all and completely destroyed their towns. None of the descendants of Anak were left in all the land of Israel, though some still remained in Gaza, Gath, and Ashdod. So Joshua took control of the entire land, just as the Lord had instructed Moses. He gave it to the people of Israel as their special possession, dividing the land among the tribes. So the land finally had rest from war. So yes, that pretty much makes it official. It was the entirety of the Promised Land that they had conquered after this. Now, as far as it mentioning the descendants of Anak, if I recall correctly, those were believed to be a sort of giant, which was part of the reason that way back, like 40 years or so prior to this, when, the scouts from Israel first looked at the Promised Land to see whether, to see what their strategy would be, or whether or not they wanted to actually go there. A lot of the scouts pretty much said, no, these people are way too big and strong. We're going to die if we try and attack them. And in amongst that, they mentioned the descendants of Anak. I mean, it still isn't necessarily a good excuse for all their fear, because guess what? Joshua and the Israelites now have conquered all the Promised Land and defeated the vast majority of these giants, or whatever they were. There were still some left alive, kind of close by, but a lot of them were killed either through all this fighting or something related to that, it seems. But then after all this fighting's done and the Israelites own the Promised Land, there was rest from war. Yay! At least a moment of peace. So anyway, yeah. That does it for chapter 11. All the Promised Land now belongs to Israel. Thus it being named Israel, maybe not from that point on, but from at least shortly after that point onward. Alrighty. Moving on to the next chapter. We can definitely chat a little bit in between if you'd like. If there are any particular questions or anything like that, but yeah. This list right here is why I figured this chapter probably isn't going to take very long. And why I'm contemplating maybe adding a third chapter to this week's Bible study. But I don't know, we'll see. Because the trouble is then 13 is a bit longer, not like super long though. And that's going to start getting into land divisions, which is a totally different topic. So maybe I should wait on that. Yeah. I think I'll save that for next week in light of that. Just that knowledge of what's coming. Do. Gotcha. Is this... I'm trying to think. Owl, is this the same stuff that you had been writing before, or maybe something a little... I don't know. I kind of lost track a little bit of what you were working on with that. I did know just in general that you like to kind of write or maybe work on a little bit of something else while listening into the streams. Oh, man. But yeah. This has been an interesting week. I mean, especially with work stuff. And then, like, holiday celebrations and whatnot. Oh, I never really mentioned what I did for Thanksgiving, but anyway, something new. It's been a while since I wrote anything, so I opened Google Docs and decided to make something up as I go along. Okay. Working on new stuff is good. Although maybe I could wait until I get into video game chill time after the Bible study to talk about how Thanksgiving went. For now, I'll just say it was nice. Did things a little different than previous years, but it was different in a good way. Okay. But for now, I think I will resume the Bible study, and then we can chat more maybe after I'm all done with that. And dropping frames, yay. Always love to see that. Oh well. I press on anyway. Alrighty. So, looking at Joshua chapter 12 now. Seemingly all, or at least the vast majority of the Promised Land has been conquered now. I mean, it specifically mentioned in chapter 10, southern armies being defeated, and then in chapter 11, the previous chapter, northern armies being defeated. And given some of the names I'm seeing here, I think this is just going to be a recap of the conquering that has been done. So, which I guess makes sense, having conquered pretty much everything, to go back and sort of recap all of it and say, hey, in case you forgot what this all looked like and how it all went down, here you go. Okay. So, Joshua chapter 12, here we go. These are the kings east of the Jordan River who had been killed by the Israelites and whose land was taken. Their territory extended from the Arnon Gorge to Mount Hermon and included all the land east of the Jordan Valley. Footnote there, Hebrews says Araba, probably in place of the Jordan Valley. I'm not privy to any special meaning of the word Araba. I think that was just technically what they called it. Maybe Jordan Valley is, it's probably a little more readily understood geographically where that would be. Okay, anyway, verse 2. King Sihon of the Amorites, who lived in Heshbon, was defeated. His kingdom included Aroer on the edge of the Arnon Gorge and extended from the middle of the Arnon Gorge to the Jabbok River, which serves as a border for the Ammonites. This territory included the southern half of the territory of Gilead. Sihon also controlled the Jordan Valley and regions to the east, from as far north as the Sea of Galilee to as far south as the Dead Sea, including the road to Beth Jeshimoth, and southward to the slopes of Pisgah. So that was, I think they're actually listing him first specifically because that was the first king they defeated, like, in chronological order. And it's also just giving all the territory that he had ruled over. Footnote at the Dead Sea, Hebrews says from the Sea of Kinnereth, which would have been, I guess, the Sea of Galilee, to the Sea of the Araba, which would have been the Dead Sea, also known as the Salt Sea, which, yeah, Dead Sea being called the Salt Sea, it makes a lot of sense. It is a very salty sea. That's why people are able to, like, float on it really easily. But anyway, verse 4. King Og of Bashan, the last of the Rephaites, lived at Ashtaroth and Edrei. He ruled a territory stretching from Mount Hermon to Salika in the north and to all of Bashan in the east, and westward to the borders of the kingdoms of Geshur and Maacah. This territory included the northern half of Gilead, as far as the boundary of King Sihon of Heshbon. Okay, so there was definitely some proximity, with King Og's territory and King Sihon's. Because both mentioned Gilead, and this one even specifically says, as far as the boundary of King Sihon. Verse 6. Moses, the servant of the Lord, and the Israelites had destroyed the people of King Sihon and King Og, and Moses gave their land as a possession to the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh. So, that was already allotted and established before they crossed the Jordan River. And then all this stuff afterwards is going to be stuff across the Jordan River, and all the other 9.5 tribes are going to get the land that basically was mentioned in the past few chapters, with, all the fighting they did there and the kingdoms they conquered. So, for details on that, we get to verse 7. The following is a list of the kings that Joshua and the Israelite armies defeated on the west side of the Jordan, from Baal-Gad in the valley of Lebanon to Mount Halak, which leads up to Seir. Joshua gave this land to the tribes of Israel as their possession, including the hill country, the western foothills, the Jordan Valley, the mountain slopes, the Judean wilderness, and the Negev. The people who lived in this region were the Hittites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. I'm going to pause there real quick. So, while in amongst all this fighting and conquering, while there may have been mention of like other subgroups of these people, definitely of different kings and their territories that they ruled over, these people groups were essentially the ones that lived in there that the Israelites fought against during all that stuff that we've been reading in Joshua thus far. Footnote there, Hebrew says Shephelah for the western foothills. Yeah. Which apparently kind of extended into the Jordan Valley, or the Jordan Valley was part of that. I mean, understandably, there's, a bit of crossover geographically, because it's not always just like, a clear, obvious break between one region and the next. And they definitely didn't have, like signs between different, towns, areas, counties, and whatnot, like some places have today. I know at least the U.S., as you're driving along roads, like pretty much any paved road going between one city and another, or one county and another, definitely between one state and another, you're going to see a sign letting you know possibly where you're leaving from and where you're heading into. Definitely where you're heading into. Anyway, all right. Continuing at the tail end of verse 8. These are the kings Israel defeated. So we've got the king of Jericho, Ai near Bethel, Jerusalem, Hebron, Jarmuth, Lachish, Eglon, Gezer, I don't know, Debir, Geder, Hormah, Arad, Libnah, Adullam, Makkedah, Bethel, Tapua, Hefer, Aphek, Lasharon, Madon, Hazor, Shimron, Meron, Akshaph, Tanakh, Megiddo, Kedesh, Jokneam in Carmel, Dor in the town of Naphoth Dor, Goyim in Gilgal, and Tirzah. In all, 31 kings were defeated. I really didn't feel like saying the king of every single time, because it was literally repeated in every single line there. So yeah. And I'm not 100%... I know... Okay, so we know Jericho was the first, and then Ai was next after that. And then, like, a bunch of these in here, probably down to around there, were the other southern kings. And then all the rest of these would have been the northern kings. But, yeah. Lots of kings, lots of fighting, lots of territory conquered. Sorry, just now looking at chat here. Just did a double take when you said Gilead. Fan of the Handmaid's Tale series. Gilead isn't a nice place in that. Yeah, I mean, Gilead has... I wouldn't necessarily say, like, bad associations within the Bible. Although maybe it does, and I'm just not recalling correctly. But I seem to remember mention of at least something good being in Gilead. But yeah, I don't know if there's really too much else to say in regard to all this. It's just, again, kind of a recap of what has happened thus far. Not even just earlier in the book of Joshua, but even slightly before that. And this would essentially be the vast majority of, if not all of, what modern day Israel was, or at least it was modern day Israel, and all of this territory would have been mostly the same geographical region, area, land, whatever you want to call that. So, oh, you're right, footnotes. So that was C. Footnote there. Hebrew says Nephath door, a variant. Oh, Nephath door. Okay. Just letting us know that technically there was a different spelling for that there in the Hebrew, but it probably referred to the same place. And I think it clarifies that because Nephoth door was mentioned in the previous chapter, and I guess would have been spelled with the O as we see it here, rather than the A that the Hebrew uses in this verse. Footnote there at Gilgal. Greek version reads Goyim in Galilee, rather than in Gilgal. And okay, so the reason it even mentions the Greek version is just because that would have been one of the earlier texts from which most translators pull, and or one of the ones that they sort of consult and examine when doing a even halfway decent translation. So, I mean, because, there might be some little pieces missing from one version or another, or from one, document, one ancient text. And sometimes you use other ancient texts that were covering the same material to try and help fill in some of the gaps that one might have left. But anyway, okay. So, yeah. Lots of conquering done. Israel is now complete-ish. So yeah, that does it for Joshua chapter 12. And that also does it with our overall Bible study portion of today's live stream. That was, in total, kind of quick. Which, again, were it not for the shift into distributing the land, and the fact that that's probably going to take multiple chapters, then I might have kept going, but meh, whatever. Also, hi Temple Snail. Did I talk about giants? A little bit. Because they were mentioned at least. Well, actually, maybe I should have also said the Rephaites, I think, were believed to be giants of a sort, or at least descendants of giants. Um, and then in chapter 11, it mentioned the descendants of Anak, who were definitely thought to be giants. But yeah, a lot of those people that I guess lived in the Promised Land / Israel before all this fighting had been defeated and or driven out. But yeah, I think the either the Rephaites or the Anakites, whatever you want to call them, I think some of them are believed to have been uh, ancestors of, or maybe I should say, I think Goliath, the story of David and Goliath, I think Goliath was supposed to be descended from one of those subsets of the giants. So, if that gives you any indication, these, like, these were definitely very tall people at the very least. I think, last I heard, Goliath is believed to, more realistically, have been somewhere in the range of, like, maybe 10 feet tall. The lowest estimate I've heard is like 7, but I lean more towards the higher end of that, maybe just because all the depictions that I saw and things that I heard about it when I was younger almost made it seem like Goliath would have been like way, way taller than that even. But anyway, all right, so official Bible study portion is done, but we can for sure continue conversation as I shift over to video game stuff. I would definitely appreciate a little bit of time to really fully get that set up. I think most scholars say 7 feet now, but the most extensive look into what a cubit is came to the conclusion of 9 feet. That sounds about right. So it's. I just remember when I was little, all the depictions of Goliath made him seem like an absolute mountain of a man, probably like at least 20 feet tall. And no. It was maybe more like 9 feet, like you said there, Snail. Or would you rather I call you Snail or Temple, or should I just use the whole name? I mean, it's easier for me to use, less syllables, but if you would rather I not abbreviate, then I won't. You're indifferent. Okay. If you're indifferent, then Snail it is. Okay. So, stream title mentions I'll be getting into Sonic Frontiers. That's the plan. I just need a minute to shift my setup. But while I do that, let me bring up some music for y'all to enjoy in the meantime. I think there's one that I downloaded somewhat more recently for use in some of my YouTube edits. So since I'm pretty sure nobody watching prior streams of mine would have heard the song I'm about to play, I'll just go with this one instead of any of the others. Anyway, okay. Be back in like a couple of minutes. Okay. I'm back. Song was actually a little longer than I remembered it being. But here we are. Loading up Sonic Frontiers, which, Sonic games are also kind of well known for having good music. So it's not like we'll be missing out on that. Actually, you know what? Let me make a quick change to stream information. Okay. As usual, feel free to keep chatting, asking questions about any Bible-related stuff. This is just chill time, basically. Let me, real quick, I guess I'll go with this save slot just because it's ever so slightly later. I don't know. So, as far as Thanksgiving is concerned and things that I did for that, long story short, I, did like a video chat call thing with my family from, up in Pennsylvania. Just because I figured, at least talking with them on Thanksgiving would be much appreciated. And then a little bit after that, I went and basically joined a family that I know from church. for kind of more, you know, the typical Thanksgiving meal and other typical things that one would do. Food was the main part of it, but whoa. Okay, I messed that up. Not to worry. Oh, I can't dash like that twice in one sequence. Hang on. Okay. I got plans to watch a movie. The stream will probably be over by the end of the movie. Alright, yeah. Thanks for stopping by once again, Owl. I appreciate you being here. Care to say what movie is being watched? Not that you need to tell me. Well, whatever it is, I hope you enjoy it. Oh. Okay. I mean, I've heard that it's a good movie in some ways. I don't know. It's a hit for some people and maybe a bit of a miss for others, to my understanding. Have it on Blu-ray. Okay. Oh, so you've already seen it. Then... yeah. Sure. Hope you... well, I would say hope you enjoy, but it seems like you're probably going to. So, anyway. Take care. Likely good night. And, hope you have a good week. Oh, there we go. Now, is this how I'm supposed to be getting through all this stuff? What? Holy cow, I still landed. Trying to figure out how I'm supposed to get over that way to that tower. I might be able to just go around there for it. You know what? Maybe I should look at the although the map is nowhere near complete, so trying to look at that might not be helpful right now. Okay, do I need to land on all of these to complete the thing? And that probably just ruined it, because I went on the same one twice. Okay, let me try it again. Okay. Okay, more map revealed. Yay. That should be helpful. Mad, but only a little bit. Definitely can't jump across there. So... hiya. I'll collect that. Oh, that's a spring. I don't know why I didn't plan on that being a spring. Now, is it doing another Starfall thing? I don't think I really care much about these right now. Although it does seem to be a little more helpful in this expansion of the story. Because, like... instead of the stuff that it gave you before with, you know, like... whatever the coins were for Big's fishing stuff and all that. Now it gives you, like, stuff for stat boosts, and it gives you Coco. Which are also, in a way, kind of used for stat boosts. But whatever. I'm not that keen on getting all these and spending the entire time doing that. I can't talk to him right now, though. Maybe because of the Starfall thing going on. I'm not going to use the boost right now because it seems to actually be making me go too fast. Oh, jeez. Boss fight? Oh, come on, really? Really? And so it's just gonna keep shooting stuff at me? Is that how this works? How am I supposed to fight this thing? Okay, don't run into those. Am I supposed to, like, Psyloop these things? Yes? Okay, like, it's not really giving me any kind of hints of how I'm supposed to fight this enemy. What am I supposed to do about some of these attacks? I don't understand. Oh, hey. So am I really just supposed to keep Psylooping those things and that's the only way I can deal damage to it? That's kind of what it seems like. Oh, there we go. Okay, after a certain number of those hits, then I can fight more normally. And now its shield is back. And I just ran into a thing. And I just got lasered. What? Dude, it gave me like no time whatsoever in between the... Anyway. Oh, shoot. I forgot to move YouTube chat window over further. Sorry for missing out on chat comments there, Karate Guy Muzzy. Heading to the park with my kids. Catch the next one, gotta go. Okay. Well, even though you're probably gone now, thanks for stopping by. Exit training. Yeah, I know how to do the Psyloop. I just didn't know how I was supposed to use the Psyloop in this battle. But hey, you know what? Now I'm back to having all the rings and such. Okay, now where exactly did I... There we go. There's the spider. Oh, phooey. That was totally on me, though. I just didn't... Oh. Should I be parrying those attacks? And why does it seem like literally any time I let my guard down is when it shoots those at me? Oh, jeez. Well, that wasn't great. Nope, cannot parry those. Well, great. Oh well. More learning of the battle strategies and how to fight this thing. Maybe I'll wait until the Starfall thingamajig is over, though. Unless I sort of unintentionally run into it again. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna sort of walk around here. Maybe make my way over closer to the next actual tower thing that I'm supposed to be climbing. Hold up, now I'm further away? How? Okay, because I guess the island that it's on cannot actually be reached just by foot. Or just on foot. Look out, Coco. Okay. Okay, this might be a path to get there, or maybe not. That's just a Knuckles thing. I don't know if Sonic could climb this. That seems to be a no. Okay, so then how, pray tell, do I get there? To that tower? There was a thing not too far from here that I could Psyloop. But I'd... Oh, hold up. Convenient rail? Okay, but first, Psyloop this thing. It's a portal gear. Okay, now maybe I'll actually be able to get to the tower. Also, what is this? That's a different kind of thing, I think. I forget what I'm supposed to do with that. If there's even anything I can do with it. Alright, tower is this away. What is this? Another lookout, Coco. Okay. Oh, and there's another spider thing along there. Okay, so that's the tower. I'm thinking maybe this will be the start of how I get up to it. Whoa, geez. Okay, that's weird. And then... How do I... It seems like either one of these rails... Oh. Oh. And it's actually going to make me physically jump between them? Okay. No, why did he start going that way? No! Stop going that way! No! Alright. Okay, so we can climb this stuff, but... But he can't go all the way up. So why even have this be climbable? I don't understand. What is the point? Unless... Nope. Spin dash doesn't break it or anything. Okay. Sometimes in this game, it's better to just let Sonic fall. No, I pressed the wrong thing. Alrighty, here we go. Hiya. Hiya. Nope. Okay. Yeah, this seems like the start of one of the tower things. Nope. Why? Why do you go back like that? I'm pretty sure I wasn't even tilting the control stick backwards at all. Nope. Alright. Huh. Nope. Okay. I might have done it a little bit there. Nope. Okay. Can't just... There we go. That's a thing. Alright. Yeah? Yes. Okay, but that doesn't get me to the tower. That was just for a... So how do I get to the tower? Hold up. Oh, that's the tower I'm trying to get to. Not that one over there. Although maybe that'll be the next one. Okay, so... There's this stuff, which might be part of getting up there. But maybe not, because it seems like that's more so gonna lead downward. But I mean, worst case scenario, I guess that would just get me closer to the base of the tower. Oh, fun. Lots of big blocks and stuff to jump onto. Perhaps this is how I begin my ascent. Okay, and from here, I think I can... Yeah. Alright. And I jump up here. Another one of these. Oh, jeez. Thanks for the good luck wishes. Frontier Elite. Why does that not surprise me, given your name, that this would be your favorite game? But yeah, this was, I guess, part of like a sort of recent update thing. But yeah, I did the earlier parts playing as, you know, Amy, Tails, and Knuckles. Not in that order. And now I'm supposed to climb these tower things, which I am having so much fun doing. Okay. Made that jump. And then I guess I go over here. And then like that. This one, actually, for the most part, isn't as bad, I would say, as the previous tower was. But that's only so far. Amy, Knuckles, and Tails. Yeah, did I honestly forget if I messed up Amy's name in there, but I definitely... That's the order in which they appeared. And, well, the order in which... whatever. The order in which the player gets to control them. Okay, so now what? Is there a spring or something? There's a button that then gives me a spring. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, for those who don't know, I'm multi-streaming this specifically on both Twitch and YouTube. Oh, jeez. I'm like, that's a lot of explodey stuff. Oh, jeez. I don't even have to touch them. I just have to get close, apparently, to set those off. But hey, still doing okay so far. That was not so okay, though. Oh, jeez, and I'm falling very far. Very far. Okay. I definitely could have fallen further. Okay, and now that all that stuff has been destroyed... There we go, okay. Oh, that's the biggest problem there. How the heck am I supposed to get between those areas when I don't have the purple walls to dash into? Towers are the most... I'm assuming that says fun. I can't quite read. YouTube pop-out chat. Yeah, okay. It does, like, it shows me like an emoji reaction thing in the bottom right corner of the... Anyway. Gotta carefully walk on the platforms. Yeah. I thought that might be the case, but... Oof. Alright. Carefully. Hip. Okay. Careful. Alright. Up to that. And now blocks. And more explodey stuff. Yay. You know what? Just so I don't get thrown off of all of it again. Didn't seem like I was really going to make it past that the way that I was going. Oh, come on. Why am I having so much trouble with these blocks now? Hip. Hip. No. Okay, go out this way a bit, and then like that. And there we go, okay. These towers were challenging, but never unfair. Yeah, unfair is the last trial. Oh, great. You make it sound like so much fun. I can't wait. Where do I go from here? Oh, there's a spring. And I missed that somehow. Okay. I guess I should have been, dashing to get to that one block there, or just moving further forward. I had to do it on easy mode, because otherwise I would have never beaten. That's the second trial tower. Be prepared for an unfairly challenging one. Yeah, so like the actual trial itself at the top of the first tower didn't seem too bad. Although it was definitely like, I cut it close on my first attempt of that. No, stop walking off of that one, Sonic. Come on, man. And you mean the trial, okay. See, the first tower I definitely struggled more with climbing the tower itself than with the trial therein. What the... I did not mean to do that. Well, phooey. Second trial is easy once you know the solution. Yeah. Again, it's the ascending of the towers so far that's really getting me. Oh, I could have just... And then up here... Oh, great. So I gotta... How do I keep missing those? I mean, I know those weren't the ones that I had to walk along before, but even the earlier one... Or the one that I missed before. I'm not understanding what I did differently between each attempt that would have caused me to miss it the second time around. Yeah, Sonic Frontiers only up edition. Yeah, really. Which, given the time of this, given the timing of this, I almost wonder. No, I think it would have been... I think this came a little too soon after Only Up to have really been inspired by it. I can't wait for my reaction to the final boss. Okay. Yeah, well, at this rate, I still have a long ways to go. Nope, wait. Okay, let me bounce on this a little bit first. Hiya! Okay, I have landed. Now, walking carefully. Because I really don't want to fall at this point. It is inspired by Only Up, actually. Okay, I thought Only Up was a little too recent for that to be a direct inspiration, but okay. Director said he enjoyed watching people raging on streams. See, if I were making a game, I wouldn't necessarily want people to rage at it so much. Although, this is clearly supposed to be like an after you've gotten bored with everything else, here's a major challenge for you, sort of thing. And I was nowhere near going completionist on all the other stuff before hopping into this. Changing camera angle, I did not like that. Okay. Yeah, I just realized my dashes aren't necessarily going to take me as far right now because I lost some rings. Although, I don't know if I had lost those. I guess I must have lost those before climbing the tower here. Do already 100% everything in the game except for this update because Xbox had a problem of not responding to the HDMI and the... Huh. Right. Okay. Okay. Now I'm back up, at least closer to where I was before. Do I get a higher bounce if I stomp on it? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Carefully walking. Yeah, I know I probably could move a little bit faster than this, but... Not that this is playing too much of a factor right now, but this view, combined with the fact that I have a bit of a fear of heights in real life, doesn't exactly help things. Ooh, hey, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I don't exactly want to fall through any of this stuff here, dagnabbit. Okay, didn't fall as far this time. But I think I still have to do some of the really careful walking. Maybe? Yeah. Okay. Nope, come on. Alright. So, that's underneath those. I can't do that. Okay, there's... So I gotta jump up here. Right. Spring down there. Hold up. Okay. Now for this stuff. I guess... I'm having trouble with Sonic's controls. You could change them in the settings. I'm not totally sure what I would change, though. I mean, unless I can, like, change the sensitivity or something. Or I guess I could change his speed. That's a thing. Alright. Where to go from here? I could try that, but I don't know if that really helps me much. Can I... Okay. This one really has me second-guessing myself on which cubes I'm supposed to go to next. Hup, little dash there. Okay. Maybe get onto that one. Not super confident in that, but that seems like the next best option, unless I go for that over there. Okay. And then over here. Tip air boost and then stomp to reach a far platform without overshooting it. Yeah. Okay. And there's this thing. Oh, hey. Cool. Yeah, I think I struggled a bit more with the first tower than with this one. Quick little cutscene thing here. Win this trial by meetings. Defeat all the enemies within the time limit. Psyloop will be the only available skill. Oh, jeez. I really don't like some of these enemies. Good golly, are you kidding me? So what, am I gonna have to just attack? No. I was gonna say, like, attack, quick Psyloop, but I don't even know if the quick Psyloop is a thing. This seems weird. Unless... I'm not supposed to do a giant side loop around all of them, am I? That... Well, I'm messing it up if I am supposed to do that. Yeah, at this rate, there's no way. Side loop each enemy. Oh, what? So, side loop all of them before attacking any? No? Oh. Okay. So there's parrying involved. But then... Yeah, so... Parry when you're close to them. Okay, so wait. Really? So what, do I side loop each of them individually, or... Am I supposed to do one... Well, I can't seem to do one giant side loop around any of them. Oh, come on. Okay. I was able to get in there a little bit quicker. Well, helps if it actually focuses on... I don't want to parry, just side loop at each of them, go like 2 to 3 punches, and then stomp for more damage. Okay. Well, how exactly am I supposed to deal damage with parrying them? Because it, like, won't let me get an attack in after I parry. Oh, come on. Why? Okay. Not gonna lie. Struggling a little bit with this. So... I don't really understand how parrying is supposed to help. Parry is where you punch them when they're open, and then using the parry while staying in the same place? Oh, come on. Nope, I just pressed the wrong button there. No, dang it, I keep doing that. Like, without moving? What the... I don't understand. It's still, like, there's nothing in the midst of this where parrying seems to be doing any helping. What the... Okay, I'm clearly not gonna get through this right now. Parry part is where they throw shields at you like... Yeah, I get that. I know that that is a time at which to parry, but what I don't get is how that's supposed to help me with actually defeating them or dealing any damage. Because it seems like, unless it's just that tightly timed, that just going around side loop, get a couple punches in, and then side loop again, it doesn't seem like there's enough time to actually beat them. Never done that trick, because what? Just punch them when they're not armored. Like 2 times and then stomp. The stomping actually seems to be trying to count like an attack. Okay. So the stomp is actually kind of a crucial part to dealing damage quicker. But you need to get at least 2 punches in first, it seems. What the? It even did the whole swirly thing from the side loop. I pressed B too soon there. And then the shields won't knock you out, so you can keep attacking them. Okay, I'm kind of figuring it out, I think. I'm just gonna need another attempt with the full time allotment. Okay. Whoa, hello. See, sometimes it's like it barely even lets me get the second punch in, so then I don't have enough time for the kick. Alright. Now that I have a better idea... Do. Seriously, like, it was no time flat. Like, sometimes it lets me get the kick in and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, that... I don't know. Okay. Moving on to the next one. Gonna have to be a little quicker with this one, because I'm running out of time. Oh, phooey. Alright. And that time it didn't do the kick. I straight up pressed B and it didn't do the kick. Okay. Whoa, hello. Oh, great. Yeah, no. Huh. That one had its shield up a little longer. What the heck? Oh, come on. I'm still kind of close. Oh, come on. How did that side loop not count? Okay, got it. Jeez. All right. Okay, so, like, is it bad that I kind of didn't know that the whole kicking thing could deal that much more damage?
Da Jersey Golfer, Tauschken Bab, Da Baldrim Koko, zeigt da Dienst Bilens, dem Lerulas weitere Biskelegai.
The Coco helped show us the way. We've got to reveal those emeralds.
Jeez.
Out of my way, I'm working.
Does it have to be that far over? Alright, well, whatever. I wasn't expecting it to get stopped partway through that. It's not exactly what I was hoping for. Also, could do with a few more rings. Yeah. Oh. What the... Nope. Not like that. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how to get to the next tower now. What do you think of the base game? I really liked the base game for the most part. Some of the... I don't know, there were some of the enemies that I kind of didn't like. It seemed... Something about them just seemed kind of cheap. Okay, what the heck just happened there? Other than me missing, like, a dash attack or something. Yeah. Honestly, I might be inclined to agree that this might very well be my favorite Sonic game. Oh, jeez. But, okay. Is this something I even need to do right now? Probably not. I'm mostly just wanting to figure out how I get back to, like, some other area that... Oh, hello. Yeah, there's one of these. I haven't done one of those in a while. Well, I say in a while. Haven't done one in this stream yet, basically. Yeah. Sonic speed can be quite dangerous. And if not used carefully. Yeah. I didn't even have the easiest time with the previous one of these either. Although the one that I did before apparently wasn't the first one. What the... How did that... I don't know. Whatever. Okay, bunch of cars chained together for whatever reason. Am I supposed to be able to land on those? No, this is just like super low gravity. I can't get up there? Why can't I seem to get up there? Well, this is looking really bad now. Okay, I don't think there's actually a time goal or anything like that. Yeah, no. How am I supposed to... Okay, that time it worked. Why did it not work before? I am confusion. Yeah, I held the jump before. Hello. Maybe I just didn't hold the jump for long enough before. Well, I did not mean to do things quite like that. Yeah, there we go. I expected some of that to happen. Whoa, hello. Am I supposed to be able to just, like, run right through those? What? Okay. I'm carrying some sort of... I'm carrying some sort of animal on my back. And that was apparently the last one of them. Whoa, hello. And I'm sure I'm missing, like, all the things. Whoa, hello. That's a bit of a different angle there. Hit. No, no, too far, too far, no! I was so close. I didn't think I was going to be too far. But either way, in hindsight, I probably should have, like, stomped whenever I thought I was going too far. Well, shoot. There's 2 exits. Yeah. I see white cars and I see yellow cars. I'm not seeing any other colors. What's up with that? Okay. This looks interesting. Not quite sure if I'm going about this the right way, but doesn't exactly seem like I'm doing it the wrong way for this particular path. Oh, hello. Can I? Oh, come on. I thought for sure that it was going to let me do a dash to that helicopter thing. Okay. Well, I completely messed that up. Fine, taking this path. Nope, okay. Hip. There we go. And I kind of messed that up again. Hello. Oh, can I get up onto this? And will that take me anywhere significantly different? Seemingly no, not really. Okay. Hit. Hit. Alright. Hit. Yeah, I know I don't have to do these, but I wanna. They're part of the experience. of, you know, the new content. Not that I even 100%ed all the prior content, but still. Okay. Hiya. And there we go. Okay, whatever. They just give you lookout Cocos. Okay. So, like, completing it doesn't even give me anything in and of itself. Does it? Okay. Well then... Shoot. That's not the attack I wanted to do there. What's the one I wanted to do? Favorite boss music in the base game? I honestly didn't pay that much attention to the boss music, so I don't know. Yeah, definitely not beating my combo record, nor was I trying to. By the way, for anyone who is not overall familiar with my content and my streaming schedule, I do also typically stream on Thursdays, but that's like Thursday morning, just because that's what works best for my schedule. And those streams are even more gaming focused. It won't necessarily always be the same game that I'm playing on Saturdays. In fact, it's often not. But gaming-focused live streams on Thursday mornings. In case you'd be interested in those. Yeah, and sorry, I'm not like dodging your question there, Mr. Giroux. I'm just, like, I genuinely don't have favorite boss music, because I didn't pay that much attention to it. Thoughts on the island? I still haven't even really explored all that much of it. At least I feel like I haven't. On the whole, I think I kind of like the base game better, just in general. Favorite island? I'm not totally sure which one I'd pick. Definitely not the desert one. Ugh. I remember really just not liking that for whatever reason. I think it was mostly the enemies. Okay, tell you what, I will give myself access to this, but not actually go into it. I mean, I guess overall, like, if I had to pick a favorite island just from my memory of the base game, it could maybe be Oranos Island. I don't remember anything particularly outstanding of any specific one, though, that would lead me to say, oh yeah, that's definitely my favorite. I would definitely say the desert one was very much not my favorite, though. thing seems to take a lot more damage to get rid of each level than the base ones did, which shouldn't really be too surprising, I guess. The thing is that Aranos Island in the base game is unfinished because... Whoa, hello. Sorry. Because the overall third act and or climax of the game was rushed. Really? DLC is to finish the third act of the game. So if I'm understanding you right, they basically wanted to put this into the base game, but couldn't because of time restraints. Good grief. Why am I forgetting how to do the counterattack thing? I thought it was you press A after a little bit, like after getting hit. Yeah, it showed up right there, in fact. Alright, finally attacking the head. That might be helpful. And I guess because of the way that they did the base game, and with this being DLC, then that's kind of why they had to make it seem like, oh yeah, this is like an alternative way to essentially get the ideal ending. Almost like a true ending sort of thing, like some games have. Good grief. Seems like it's hard enough just to keep up with this enemy and all the movement. And the timing window it gives me for the counterattack is like seemingly so small most of the time. In fact, it doesn't even give me the option half the time. Kronos Island, Rhea Island, and Aranos were meant to be in the same island, but they were split because playtesters thought it was too big and... Huh. Oh, man. Sorry, I know it sounds weird, but I'm getting a little uncomfortable in my chair. Okay, that's the kind of stuff that bugs me about the fights in this game. There are some moments where it gives you basically no time at all in between one attack and the next. So it's like, you get hit, you've lost all your rings, and then that quick, you're dead. Doesn't give you any time to react. That bugs me. Nope, I missed that. Oh well. Alright. Trying to get to the challenge tower thing. Oh. That was just an enemy. There. Just an enemy. Okay. Oh, I'm getting closer. What does this do? What? How am I supposed to get through all these? Oh, this was a Tails thing, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a Tails thing. Beta version of this game had no platforms and probably less rails. That's why it may seem like most of the platforms are rails. Or, anyway. Why most of the stuff is in the air. Alright, let me actually go ahead and get to the base of the tower. Or at least closer to it. Okay. Deal 800 damage. See, it's saying damage, not combo, though. And I did only 554. Hang on. Nope. How do I keep forgetting which combinations of buttons do which thing? Why am I blanking on? Now I'm really trying to remember which open world and Sonic. It's like if pizza added cheese. See, that's what I'm trying to get. Okay, whatever. Why am I forgetting the button combo for the, that? RT in midair and then A. Yeah. Okay, I thought I tried that already. Now I got the Phantom Rush going. And I would imagine it's a lot more likely that I'm gonna get the... No? Still? Come on. Maybe the auto combo did me in there. $848. There we go. Finally. Yeah, to be honest, I forgot for a little while what the button combo was for the cross slash. There's like so many things that are like right trigger and another button. Portal gear. Okay, here we are. Oh. Okay. So I just need to climb up these things. In a way. Similar to... Well, phooey. Thought I could make that jump. I guess not. Love the difficulty of this update overall, except the last trial. Yeah. Difficulty-wise, I'd be inclined to equate this to some effect with, like, Kingdom Hearts DLC and or critical mode. Sonic, you good there, buddy? Okay. I'm trying to, like, not take all of it too quickly. Okay. Rail here, which seems to just loop around. Oh. Because I imagine I'm supposed to jump off right about here. And, okay, well, shoot. Okay, so there's 4 towers. I honestly wasn't even sure how many towers there were, but that would make sense because we're trying to get to stuff for all 4 characters. So, yeah. That seems fairly obvious now that I think about it like that. Maybe if I jump up, like, here instead. Yeah. Oh, I used my dash already by accident. Oh, there's 5? I guess it would make sense with 1 for each character and then, like, a final boss one. I guess. Something like that. I don't know. Characters being the ancients. Ah. Alright. Come on. There we go. I'm like, please transition to the next side of the thing. Yeah, I definitely don't make any claims to be the best at this game. Okay. And now I guess I climb up here. Whoa. Maybe something like that. Ah! Almost had it. And I drown again. I am not having the best time with these. I mean, I know it's meant to be challenging. But I definitely think some of it is on me. Not exactly being the most precise with this. Okay, onto the rail. Ooh, it's taking me the other way this time. Oh yeah. Whoa, hello. I'm doing a Hope animation project inspired by this game. Okay. And now the concept art stage is wrapping up. Okay, cool. Nice to hear about people being creative in various ways. Okay, I can't climb that side of it. Could I dash over here, maybe? And then, yeah, this seems like a reasonable way to go about all this. I don't know if I need to destroy all of these, per se, but I'm gonna do it as long as it keeps zooming in on them. Whoa. And that's just a big old fall there, isn't it? Maybe I wasn't supposed to destroy all of them. Or does that act... Oh, that actually leads me to something. Okay. Or maybe it doesn't, and that cannon is just gonna take me back up. Nope, it definitely leads me somewhere. Teaser should come out as soon as December 9th. Same day that this game actually got... Huh. What do I do with all this? Oh. Okay. Just to make sure I'm not missing any relevant information, I'm breaking all the things. Okay. So obviously I head up this way. And okay. I'm like, why isn't it letting me attack the thing? Nope, I was supposed to face the other way there. Okay, are you saying you like Sonic's voice in this game more than other Sonic games? Or are you saying you like his voice most out of all the characters in this game? I'm assuming the former. Yeah, I'm telling you, even through all the highs and lows of the Sonic franchise, the music is one thing that could pretty much always be counted on to be good. I can't see what button I'm supposed to press. Probably A. Okay, more stuff to climb up on the outside. Hiya. What? No. Don't you dare. Well, that doesn't seem to be particularly helpful. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Why? I thought for sure I would have been able to make that jump. And yet again, I find my, you know... I don't know if you'd exactly call it hubris, but... I overestimate Sonic's abilities. Actually, could I just skip right to this? Yes, clearly. Okay, so that saves me a little bit of work. Oh. Which way am I supposed to go right now? I'm guessing over here. Yeah. Right, and then I go down onto the spring. Spring leads me over here. And now I'm back to this portion at least. Run around in here. Hello. What is going on here? All right. Couldn't Tails just do these towers without making Sonic have stuff? I mean, maybe, but it could also have something to do with, you know, Sonic being the one that has all the glitchy stuff going on with him. And yes, I know, very technical terminology. All the glitchy stuff. What? After what happened with the last jump, now I'm not so confident I'll be able to make this one. Yeah, no, that really doesn't seem like I'll be able to make it. So then what in the world? Or do they just assume that I'm gonna have max rings? Well, that doesn't seem like a very fair assumption. So that makes me wonder if I'm just missing something. Well, that gets me up to the wobbly rail thing, but... Spin... Oh, yeah, spin dash. Is there a way to release that midair, or no? Or do I have to just spin dash from here? Right, okay. Did that wrong. I think I pressed the buttons in the wrong sequence there. Or maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, that works. Okay. Now what? Oh, jeez. How to go about this? This seems like a good bet. Oh, come on. There we go. Hiya! Yay! Sweet! Alright, now what's the challenge here?
Lebaisk, Garfa, Daika. Leberg, Bilbain Garki. Bask, Juarus, Milduke. Bandel. Lenuke, Teron. Andil, Mingaida.
Tiger's Trial. Okay. What the? Oh, shoot. Oh, really? Okay, whatever. Oh, I have to keep pressing it again after each... Alright, whatever. I'd honestly rather, like, restart this now. Wow, really? And that's why it gives me 5 minutes. Or maybe there's more to it than this. And that's why it gives me 5 minutes. Because otherwise, this seems way too easy for a 5-minute time limit. Holy cow, it really was just that easy. Okay. Well, no argument there. Oh yeah, cutscene.
Jindeus Vaiga, Lezail Guanshi Gaizandu, Medium, Dadre, Fask Gai Vice. Then Delgas Vaigi Vice, Ingai Postius, Len Lanfeltar, Boys Astoy.
So, I'm curious, do you only need one Lookout Coco for each tower thing? Or does it... Like, I don't know what exactly the requirements are. Or does it even require those? Does it just automatically unlock once you complete the previous tower trial thing? I don't know, but I've had no issues thus far. At least with, you know, them being accessible.
Hurry, Sonic. For the Coco. For all of us. Is this cloaking technology how the enemy robots appear, too?
Aren't you supposed to be training or something?
Alright. Trials from now on are easy, but the 5th one. Lookout Cocos equals Trial Towers. Oh, well, I've gotten way more than 5 Lookout Coco, so... If that's all it takes is 1 per tower, then I'm guaranteed to be set. Pretty sure I've gotten more than 5 just in this stream. Oh, right. One of these kinds of things. Oh, I hope I didn't miss a square there. Nope, okay. Alright, whatever. I don't need to unlock the entire map anyway. That... Oh, Caterpillar. I'd kind of rather not. Another lookout, Coco. How many of these do I have right now? 4? Okay, so I could definitely unlock that. Not that I apparently need to. Oh, hey, alright. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name or whatever. Is it Lana Michelle over there on Twitch? Lana Michael? Okay. Anyway, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I'll confess, I don't know if I plan on, you know, streaming for a whole lot longer tonight. Because I have obligations tomorrow morning. But, I mean, I can still keep going for a little bit longer. I figure I probably want to get to, like, the base of the next tower first, maybe. How am I doing? I am doing, pretty well on the whole. Work's been really busy. I work at Walmart. And with Black Friday and things like that going on, it's been kind of crazy the past couple of days. But otherwise, I'm okay. And in case you're not aware, I am simulcasting, multi-streaming, whatever, doing this on YouTube and Twitch. I'm actually pretty close to hitting the affiliate requirements on Twitch. Main thing I need is just, well, really, I think I need a higher CCV. Is the main thing. Oh yeah, meanwhile, Mr. Giro on YouTube is saying this is the highest selling 3D Sonic game of all time. Yeah, well, out of all the other 3D Sonic games, I would definitely consider this one the best overall. I do think Sonic Unleashed is kind of unfairly overhated. But I still wouldn't say it's anywhere near as good as this. How's the stream been so far? Stream has been, pretty good. Not exactly appreciating the, frame drops that I've had here and there, but can't exactly expect perfect quality the whole time. Okay. I'm like, is this all land around here, or is there water? Wait, Volcati, why can't we be friends anymore? Is it really just because I said I don't hate, Sonic Unleashed? Okay, maybe with a little more, and there we go. No, because I said this might be the best 3D. That was, I mean, what, you have a different pick for best 3D Sonic game? Let me guess. Adventure 2? If anybody's picking a 3D Sonic game as their favorite besides this one, my first guess is Adventure 2. Because that would probably be my next vote. Anyway, sorry. Trying to keep up with chat now. Do I stream regularly? Yes. I stream Saturdays and Thursdays. Saturdays are pretty much this time frame, generally starting about 3 hours ago. And then Thursdays are in the mornings, just because it fits better with my overall schedule and other things that I do. The Saturday streams start off with like Bible study stuff and then shift over into video games and just like hanging out, chatting sort of stuff. Thursdays are more focused gaming streams, almost like I'm live streaming sort of Let's Play recording sessions. But anyway. Yeah, and as much as I would like to maybe at some point be able to stream more, that's definitely not a currently doable thing. I would have to, well, first off, just start making any money off of streaming and content and whatnot. But especially, like, I would have to make enough to be able to live off of that pretty much exclusively. Alright. Okay, jump. There we go. Oh yeah, I do also upload stuff on YouTube. In fact, the Bible study portions of these streams and then the gameplay on the Thursday streams all pretty much get edited down into other shorter videos later on. And then I'll usually try and make short videos, at least 2 for the week, to cover Saturday and Sunday. Want to stream again, but there's no time. My job makes my life too busy. I can understand that. Sorry. Speaking of YouTube, Mr. Giroux over there says, top 5 Sonic games for now. Sonic Frontiers #1, Unleashed 2. You have Sonic 06 #3? I can't believe anybody would say that. Like, it just... I don't know. From what I've seen and heard, that game is just too buggy for it to be that high on anybody's list. Or is that not in a particular order? I don't know. I'd say, personally, my favorites, in no particular order, would probably be Frontiers, Unleashed. I never actually played the Sonic Adventure games because I never owned a Dreamcast. So then I'd probably have to start going with 2D Sonic games and probably say, I guess 3 and Knuckles. And I know this is not quite so 2D, but 3D Blast. Oh, and you know what? I actually kind of liked Sonic Generations too. But yeah, I don't know. My availability for this and my whole job situation and a bunch of things are subject to potential change in the near future because I'm looking into a remote work possibility, is all that I'll say for right now. And if I could do that, that would also basically be work whenever I want to, essentially. Which would make for a great supplement to, you know, content creation. Because I could pretty much work that stuff as much or as little as necessary. Yeah, as much or as little as necessary to, you know, supplement this stuff and be able to, you know, actually earn a living. Do. Xbox 360 Sonic 06 was not as broken as the PS3. Okay. Good to know. Lana Michael says, professional graphic designer working in a company specifically used to make graphical stuff for streamers and YouTubers. Alright. What am I supposed to do here? Oh. That was probably not the right time to jump off. I don't like trying to figure out those almost entirely vertical circle loop things. I shouldn't have double jumped there, I guess. But yeah. Oh. Speaking of Discord, I do have a dedicated, I should say, Discord server. And that's another way you can kind of keep up with all the stuff that I do. I share the archived streams. I share the archived streams on there. I also share any of the, you know, individual YouTube videos that are like edited down versions of these. And just, yeah. Basically all the content that I make winds up in the Discord in some way or another. Tell you what. I will hop into said Discord momentarily so I can give you all a link, if I can remember how. Invite, yeah, and then I can just interesting. Okay. Invite link is copied. I will paste it into chat stuff. There you go. Also, what do you mean boo, Vocati? Boo at how I'm doing in the game, or boo at the Discord? Because I would figure in general the Discord is a good thing. I don't understand why you would be booing the Discord. Hello. Boo at the command not being a thing. Oh. Yeah, that's maybe on me. I'll be honest, I have not put a whole lot of time into stuff for my live streams where, like, commands would be available or any, like, custom emoji reactions or anything of that sort, really. Alright, where am I supposed to jump off of this thing? Nope. That was definitely not the time to do it. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I would think jump off at the peak, but there's like a boosting thing right at the peak. Or, I guess, just before the boost, maybe is where I'm supposed to jump. Because it won't let me jump right after the boost. Oh, come on. Okay. Can I jump at the boost? Yeah, it doesn't seem like I can jump right where the boost is, nor like immediately after the boost. So maybe here. That still doesn't seem right. Also, what is this all about? Is this a thing that I'm... like... does this add anything helpful? Oh, hey. Well, I don't know if that's relevant to the tower, but it's a thing. What is it? Oh. No? Okay, maybe I need to, drop these first before I... Or do I side-loop it? Aha! But what does it do once it's side-looped? I don't get it. Ah, whatever. Just gotta boost at the rail and then... Okay, so... Focati says had to drop this game down in difficulty to get through all this. Then it bumped back up to harder for the boss fights. Mr. Giroux says got to boost at the rail and then jump. Like, what do you mean? Oh my gosh, and the perspective on that is just wonky enough. Okay. Hiya. Hiya. Okay. Got that. Pop, 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 pop. Boom. Okay. Alright, then we're up here. Alright. This is where I need help. Boost like with the... What do you mean? Like with the wind. Like when you press it. Just need to have enough momentum. Okay, but then when do I jump? Oh, come on. How did I miss? How did I miss? I was right there. Okay. Well, it seemed like I jumped at the right time. It was just my aim somehow was what messed me up there. Also, maybe I should note, if there is basically any bad luck to be had within a game, note I will probably experience it. Okay. Now what? Is this where I need to be going? Yeah, probably, but I had no clue what to do next. Itchy nose made me not be able to jump at the right time. How? Okay, I literally saw him do the thing like he was getting boosted by the air or whatever. Like he was getting pushed upward. And how do I keep missing that? The perspective makes it look like I'm right flipping there. Okay. Nope. And because I already jumped second time. And you see, I keep like pulling back at that spot or whatever. Okay, up onto here. Yeah. Up onto here. It looked like I practically went through the ring there. What the heck? Least favorite tower, says Mr. Giroux. Okay. A plankton-sized bit of annoying. Like... Okay. Are we talking Plankton the SpongeBob character, or like just actual Plankton? Because I'm not sure which would be smaller. How does it keep getting me like right underneath those? With and again, with the perspective on that. Yes, SpongeBob Plankton, okay. I mean, that was my guess. It didn't propel me far enough. What was I supposed to do? I don't understand what I'm doing differently that will get me far enough sometimes and not far enough other times. Okay. Nope. Ah, come on. Okay. Somehow wound up back on there. Ooh, okay. Dang it. It's like just the fine adjustments of what? Oh. I really should like disable this or something. Because at this point, it's, like, not really helping with anything. I have it disabled! Why is it showing up? I don't know. Whatever. Gotta have a bit of patience. Yeah, I know. Also, didn't think I had this on hard? I thought it was on normal? I didn't make any changes, so discard them. So I guess they show the Starfall thing in here whether or not you have it enabled for the main game. Alright, well, I'm just gonna ignore it. Does make trying to see this stuff a little more difficult, though. Oh yeah, like that. Oh, that was so hard to see there. Turn it on and off again. Do. Back. Sure, let's apply the changes that I kind of didn't actually make. Or are you saying, like, maybe I should fully apply it, save that change, and then disable it again? That would be the smart thing to do. Okay. Although I'm not sure it'll completely get rid of it in the middle of one of these. Okay. Apply. Game settings. Apply. It's still showing up here. Maybe it just won't get rid of it in the middle of one that's already active. Okay. I could have sworn I went straight through the thing there. Was that just me? Like, I'm pretty sure I visually saw myself go through that. And if it literally sent me through the rail, why? Okay, well, Starfall's not there anymore. And I went too far on that. Ugh. Hip. Okay. Got that. Dang it. Okay. Alrighty. Progress. That I could definitely still potentially lose at any given moment. What? Okay. Why is it... Huh? Why can't I get up to that? There we go, jeez. I guess it was one of those things where I needed to boost. Alrighty, now a bunch of these. Hip. Whoa, hello. And I assume I have to press all the buttons. Okay. And now there's that. Whoa, hello. Doggone it, focus. Now what? Okay. I see a spring. Let me get to the spring. Oh, come on! How did... What the... What exactly is going on here? I'm stuck under the platform. I'm sorry, what doesn't lock on? Can't turn off Starfall, it's only turning off the slot. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Somehow made that work. Even though it did some weird stuff on me. Okay. Definitely shouldn't have tried to rush that. Doesn't lock on. Yeah, I realized that... Well, at least I was kind of guessing that after my multiple attempts to jump and lock onto it were not successful. Then the trouble was that for some reason my attempt to just get back to that outer ring didn't really work. Oh, come on. Alright, I let go of the boost too soon. That was on me. Now I'm really trying too hard to rush some of this. Clearly. Okay, this one I'm gonna wait until the camera angle changes. What? How? Like, I seriously think I have found, like, every possible way to miss that rail. Possibly to even just mess up climbing this tower. Okay. Oh yeah. Alright. Whoa, hello. Nope. I thought I wasn't gonna land on the rail, so then I pressed A to try and keep me up longer so I could land on the rail. But then right when I pressed A, or like, just like a couple milliseconds before I pressed A, I landed on the rail. But like, I really don't think I'm that bad at video games. That doesn't look right. But now it's not gonna let me get back on. Yeah, like, I really don't think I'm that bad at games. Does it take me, you know, a bit more time and effort than some to complete things? Definitely yes. But I also think I have a little bit of extra bad luck. I have documented cases. Like, there is even video evidence for you on my YouTube channel, if you'd like. See that? Why didn't it? Like, I swear, I'm not doing anything significantly different the past couple of times that I've attempted the, you know, loop rail jump. And yet, it has not sent me all the way. Alright. Yeah. Over here. Jump onto those. Zip. Nope. Okay. That time I'm not entirely sure I got enough momentum. But even at that, the angle that it sent me off at was just weird. Like, it sent me more upward than outward. Ah, that perspective! I really do not like that camera angle. So, no, I was not planning on streaming any Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, although, you know, who knows? At some point, if things take off decently enough, I could maybe kind of be convinced. Okay. Finally back here. Oh shoot, I was supposed to boost there too. Duh. Alrighty. Back up here. Boing. Okay. I even skipped a balloon there somehow. Alright. Well, let's not get too jump crazy here. Or wait, wasn't the whole point of doing these just to give me the hanging thing to grab onto? I don't know. I'm gonna press all of them again anyway. Just in case that was actually for this thing. Oh, but then... It gave me one minuscule bit of progress, and then for some reason just decided, hey, yeah, your attempt to get back on this rail that is, you know, bordering this, I don't know, spring trigger thing, we're not gonna accept that. Now, you see, persisting in the struggle is... that's the mark of a true gamer. Not saying that people who play games mostly for fun are not true gamers, but... I just meant more so, like, if, you know, you actually otherwise generally enjoy a game and you care about completing it, like, you're not gonna let having trouble with a certain part of it just keep you from continuing with it. Okay, so maybe I'm not gonna bother with hitting all the switches there and whatnot. Boing. Why didn't it... I thought for sure I had the right angle there. Okay, does changing the difficulty really affect the platforming that much? Because I thought the difficulty was supposed to be more related to the combat than the, you know, actual moving around the area. But maybe I'm completely off track with that. So what? Do they just, like, add more platforms, or are there checkpoints, or what? But also, this being on hard mode could very well explain why I'm struggling so much more with this than I was with the base game. Because I'm pretty sure I had the base game on normal. So I really don't know why just getting into this particular part of the game would have set it to hard mode automatically. Okay. Alright, I'm going to let the game, as much as I can, get me on... Nope, okay. So it can't just direct me onto that particular rail. Which is kind of dumb, in my opinion. Like, why would you have that be a thing that just changes between one rail and literally the next one when they're both otherwise exactly the same premise? Now, if I have to come back and do this on a lower difficulty, it'll probably be in another stream, to be honest. Because I have already sort of been contemplating ending this stream for a little while. I've just been too stubborn to actually do it. How did that miss? How am I jumping over it now? That never happened before! Can use the dodge or jump to not fall all the way down, or should hold parry and... I don't care about fighting you, Master Ninja Plus. I'd really rather not. Can you please not fight me? Alright, like, I'm maybe just a few more big falls away from saying, you know what, nope, I'm done with this for now. Of course, then there's also another thought in the back of my mind that's like, yeah, but then by next week I might, you know, lose some of the muscle memory for parts of this. Well, maybe only a little. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that doesn't help with my trajectory, really. I mean, the best it would do is maybe at the peak of my jump, I could do that to see where I am and where I might need to go from there. You saw that, right? I literally went through the rail. Come on. Alright, you know what? Fine. Fine. I'm not going to change it to easy, but I'll bump it down to normal. Because that's the difficulty I thought I should have been playing on all this time anyway. Okay, so far I see nothing different. But maybe that's just up higher. See, okay, wait, what? Now I'm seeing green, like, climbable stuff off in the distance. I guess that's new with normal. But does that really help me with this? It doesn't seem like, it doesn't seem obvious that it's directly related, but it could be close enough. See that right there? I'm on the lower difficulty, but moments like that just prove that really the issue is asking for precise platforming in a game that is not precise with its platforming controls. Like, they're legit trying to put Celeste or Super Meat Boy levels of precision into a game that doesn't function like that. Hello. That doesn't get me any closer to the tower or anything related to my destination. So, what exactly would I change in the control settings to make it more precise? Just reduce the speed? That, right there. I did nothing different from previous attempts. What is this game doing to me? Why is it being so inconsistent? No, I can't even reach that from there, so no, I don't think that's related. Okay, for real though, what exactly would I change in the control settings to make it more precise? Because I'm not saying I'm gonna do it just yet, but it would be nice to know. Really? Okay. And now we're up here. It didn't count that, did it? Okay. Are you kidding me? Alright. Let me see about the settings. What settings? I assume it's within the game settings that starting speed, boost speed, like steering sensitivity, I guess, maybe. Well, definitely want the bounce height all the way up. That doesn't seem like it. Set the deceleration rate for jumps. So if the deceleration is increased, you would, I guess that would mean I'm slowing down quicker? But anyway. Yeah, but I don't want to have someone else, like, finish the game for me. That takes any semblance of accomplishment out of it. So yeah, maybe you could be done with it by now. This is nothing against you, by the way, Jiro, but I just... Yeah, I don't know. This... And just the slightest bit of deviation from that, and it... Yeah, so far it's not seeming like the change in difficulty is doing all that much for me. Yeah, so, like... We were in the settings there for a little bit. Any recommendations on what maybe should have been changed in order to, you know, make this more precise or whatever? That rail bugs me so much. I'm not the only one seeing myself basically phase through the rail a couple of times, right? Like, it's... I do not understand how some of these things are happening. And that... I did the exact same freaking thing. Why did it give me a different result? This is why the actual definition of insanity is not the one people like to try and cite nowadays. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That is not the literal definition of insanity. Because I'm doing the exact same thing multiple times and getting different results. And I'm going insane because that's happening. No, I'm not actually going insane. That's an exaggeration, but... Game is just a bit jank. Ha! You think? Maybe a little? Still not as janky as Sonic 06. At least some versions of it. Okay. Finally back to this portion again. Will I play Sonic Superstars after this game? Oh, come on, really? I legitimately need to get myself off of this thing just to get back onto the rail there. Just to make absolutely sure that I'm boosting all the way What in the world? And... Okay, didn't lose all the progress at least. But still a lot. Still gotta redo my least favorite rails. Anyway, to answer the question about playing Sonic Superstars after this, I'm open to maybe doing it eventually, but I also have so many other games that I've downloaded. I really would like to get through my backlog a bit before I just decide on spending money on any new game that comes my way that I would, granted, probably enjoy, but yeah. Let me maybe work through the backlog a bit first. Okay. And... yet again. Maybe had I been playing on normal all this time, there would have been extra stuff to, you know, help me out, and I maybe would have gotten through this already instead of doing it on hard first. But so far, I haven't seen anything really obvious that is any different in normal than it was on hard. Especially not the whole passing through that rail bit. I wish that wasn't a thing. Like, can we get a patch for this maybe at some point soon, please? Because that just seems like jank within the collision detection. And, like, I can't even figure out what I'm doing wrong, so to speak, on this. Why didn't it... I am utterly bewildered. Why... There we go. Just, like, okay. Literally would not accept it unless I was at the absolute peak of that jump, apparently. Which is a little hard to tell because of the camera angle. Okay, more air floating stuff, and that wasn't... Why did... Easy mode adds way more balloon circle things to homing attack. Alright, fine. You know what? One more try. And then I might concede and put it on easy. Because I kind of just want to be done with it at this point. And it's still giving me absolute stupid stuff like that. Not counting that attempt. Because that's stuff I've been able to do like 50 times before. And it just, for some reason, janks its way to failure. Okay, so question for you there, Mr. Jarrell. Have you, seen other people doing this on, like, hard or normal difficulty? I mean, not that I'm assuming I'm that great of a gamer that, like, oh yeah, there's no reason I should be having trouble with this. Fine. I've had enough of this game being dumb with me. Apply. Oh, geez, yeah. Well, this definitely feels like easy mode. There should have been at least a little bit of this stuff on normal. Like, for crying out loud. What the, really? I don't even need to be at full speed for this to work now because of the springs. Sorry. Can do this DLC mostly on hard, but for now the last trial is the only case of switching to easy. Hold up. Okay. Whatever. Now that I'm done getting up the tower, I'll change the difficulty back. Been doing the challenges on hard thus far. I see no reason to at least... I feel like I should at least attempt this one on hard. I am definitely going to have to end the stream after this, though.
Guess there's a surprise fourth Titan after all. In the vision I saw, you lost to the enemy when you sealed it in your Titan. How are you here?
The Dao Poryuk, the Dig Legunk, the Visor. アンジンクボルクカーランデューケジューレンダ・リュード
Okay. Sonic stats. Enemies will be greatly enhanced. But it doesn't say that Psyloop is the only thing that I have now. Anyway. Is this gonna be like a boss dude? Yeah. Ninja. Oh, jeez. Okay. When it says greatly enhanced, it doesn't just mean stronger, it also means, like, faster, and... jeez, okay. It seems like it's mostly going to be just the parrying and... yeah. Just doing that all day long. Or all fight long. Are there more enemies? No? And that was on hard mode. That, like, relative to getting up the tower, was ridiculously easy. Yeah, no, that, I'm sorry, but, game devs, why is this stuff so unbalanced?
Jude, Da Gruden Garfa Le Grud, Brenzaik Sunday, Duai Funk, Le Juanch Pure, Le Darwins. Da, Zaik Le Varsh de Garki, Guen Da In Dangshu, Zavai Le Bire, Van Gaisun Milk Le Duro, Le Barukir, Endu Galminium. Them, Dergas by device. Dangshu Zan Huaik. Galsa, Galfa Kara.
That dialogue was much longer and more drawn out, or monologue more like. Oh, hey.
Whew. It worked. I feel like my old self again.
Excellent.
This is gonna throw me right into the final thing.
Energy into a new power.
No time to lose.
That thing in the sky. It's corrupting everything on the island. Even the Coco.
I won't stand for it.
Guys, focus. Knuckles needs to weaken that thing's hold on the emeralds, and Tails needs to break them free. I'll handle the Coco. I have a feeling they'll be crucial to the plan. You will not harm this world! I won't allow it!
Oh, yeah, because there's got to be a section where I could play as all the characters, potentially, right? Sonic will be playable later. Feel free to progress through the game and return to Sonic later to complete any unfinished tasks. Great!
Shh, it's all right.
Oh,
It'll be all
jeez.
right.
Okay.
I'm going to take you somewhere safe. This way, little ones.
Yeah. Okay, I really don't have time to keep going. I'm sorry, but I have like an hour or so before I should probably be getting some sleep. So yeah, guess that'll have to do it for tonight. Anyway, alright. Thank you everyone for joining in. Sorry if I took way longer on that one tower than was really, helpful, entertaining, I don't know. But whatever. Well, I'll be continuing with this next time, I guess. But for now, that's going to have to do it. Feel free to, check out YouTube channel or Twitch. Whichever one you're on, maybe check out the other if you're inclined. Check out other videos and stuff that I publish. Go find the Discord. Do all that good stuff. But yeah. Otherwise, I guess I hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you for another live stream in the near future. But until next time, stay cool, everybody.